Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be going over how I'm going to build wealth in door-to-door sales and how you can too, and what a freaking insane opportunity it is. Now, historically, door-to-door sales has been the best kept secret that only the Church of Latter-day Saints, LDS, aka Mormons, have known about in Utah, and everybody in Utah knows about it. For some reason, they've done a really piss poor job of recruiting non-Mormons and traditional Americans like myself. Not to say Mormons aren't Americans, but you guys know what I'm saying. The non-Mormon Americans that they could be utilizing to freaking skyrocket their careers as recruiting. But anyways, more and more people are moving from Utah to build massive door-to-door sales teams, and that's how I got recruited, and it's freaking awesome. I got recruited out of Dallas, which is Dallas-Fort Worth. It's a freaking mega city. But in this video, I'm going to share with you what I've learned over the last year, and it's like a light bulb has gone off in my mind. Not really, because it was just an opportunity presented to me and I jumped all over it and I'm obsessed with it and it's a really great thing. But it's like all the things that I've been obsessing over the last 5 years as an entrepreneur, I can plug all those things into the door-to-door opportunity and make $1 million within like 3 or 4 years. So it's freaking sick. Not everyone in door-to-door is going to do that. I'm obviously like the 1% of the 1%, but it's a really awesome opportunity and I'm pumped to talk about it with you. So first off, there's really three things you can sell door to door. Three big things right now. You got pest, which is like not bug spray. I call it bug spray a lot, but it's pest control. So like kills all the bugs around people's house. And then you've got home security. That's what I'm doing. And then you've got solar. So with pest, Chandler David Smith makes a ton of amazing content, and if it weren't for me watching his vlog with Meet Kevin, I probably wouldn't have been as open-minded as I was getting into the game with Vivint Smart Home, which is who I sell for now. But what Chandler does at Aptiv is the New York Yankees of pest control. Then alarms, Vivint is the New York Yankees of alarms. Solar panels, it seems as if I'm not as familiar with which company is the best, but it seems as if you suck at recruiting and you can't recruit, you need to be selling solar panels because these are like $20,000-$30,000 deals. So you lock one down, you make a ton of money. But at the same time, there's pros and cons of that. And I really love alarms. It's kind of a happy medium. And I just love the people I work with. And I really love the CEO of the company I work for. But I'm kind of going to break down the opportunity based on what I've seen working at Vivint. And I know it's similar at Aptiv, and I know it's similar at different places, but there's really 4 streams of income within your door-to-door career that you can create. So there's 2 things that I talk about a lot on social media, and I'll just mention them here before I jump right into it. But one is cutting out your slice of an already established billion-dollar industry or billion-dollar company. So for me, for example, I don't go out and make my own resale brand. I don't go out and make my own shoe brand. I use eBay and I use Nike, which are already 2 household name billion-dollar brands, and I carve out my slice of the pie. So I don't start my own company because that's way too much effort. It's much easier to just plug my skills in and then kind of pull money out of the billion-dollar companies. Same thing with door-to-door. So I don't have to run my own company. I don't have to take on the risk of owning a business or the stress or any of that, but I still get a lot of the perks of being a business owner. And I'll go over the 4 streams of income within door-to-door now, but it's super exciting stuff because you get a lot of the pros of being a business owner without a lot of the cons, so it's really cool. But first, you're going to get paid on your sales. So you go out, you sell 100 accounts, you might make $60,000, and that might all happen in the span of 4 months in the summer. And you make so much money that you don't have to work the other 8 months. Of course, you're still going to work hard. You're just not going to work a job. Maybe you'll invest in Pokemon cards like I have. Maybe you'll invest in shoes like I have. But you get to hustle and you get to spend the rest of the year growing that money. A lot of people just dump it into rental properties and they build a massive empire in their 20s so that they can retire in their early 30s and become extremely rich that way. So you make a ton of money off your personal sales. It's a numbers game. And when you go out to a 400 house neighborhood, you're going to find 5 people that are into the product you're selling, or else you can't sell a bad product door to door, or else it just won't work. Secondly is in recruiting. So recruiting, leading, training, retaining, all of that, it takes a special type of person. And that's what I've realized. Luckily for me, a lot of my experiences being on TV helps with social media, being in the Army helps with leadership. I'm just genuinely a good dude, and I like trying to help people, and it gets me like super excited when I can take a dude from dud to stud. So I know that I have a lot of God-given gifts. Thank you for that. But I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful to have those skills. But if you can freaking recruit and you can be a leader, you can make money off of your team's production. So say I take 10 studs and they sell 100 accounts each. That's 1,000 accounts. I might get anywhere from $20 to $90 for those accounts. So all of a sudden you could make $90,000 off of your team's production, and then make another $100,000 off of your production. So it gets pretty lucrative. And we're talking about working in the summers here. Of course, you're still working. You're not completely taking the rest of the year off, but you're working 4 months a year. So you can go to college the other 8 months. You can invest. You can do whatever. So that's the second stream, is just recruiting and the overrides you get off of those recruits. Now, not all door-to-door companies do it this way, but the one that I work for, Vivint Smart Home, you're also getting private stock in the company. So RSUs and PSUs, you guys can watch YouTube videos on those. But it's really cool because a lot of the managers are creeping up on $1 million in stock in the company. So they give you ownership of the company if you're a top producing manager, which for me, I don't even think about. It's like icing on the cake. It's a cherry on top. But think about working for a company for 10 years and then checking out your stock in the company and you have $1 million. Some people, they work 30 years to get that in their 401k. And then after 30 years, they don't even have $1 million in their 401k. So we're talking about overrides off your team's production, your personal sales, and then all of this equity in the company is building up, and you really don't even have to pay attention to it. So that's the third stream of income you're getting, right? Then residual income, which is sick. So a lot of people are like commission-based only, and it scares people away. It scares the wrong people away, and it attracts the right people, right? But once your team's producing at a high enough level, you can make about, let's just say it's $1 a month off of each deal that goes down. So let's go back to that 10-man team that produces 1,000 accounts. You now are going to collect $1 a month for each one of those deals. So in theory, you'll be getting $1,000 a month until they cancel or stop paying or whatever. And the product that we're selling, most people, once they get it, it's like getting an iPhone. Once you get an iPhone, you're not going back to life before. Once you get the smart home, you're not going back to life before. So a lot of these managers have residual income coming in. That's $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month on top of the other 3 streams of income. So you've got 4 streams of income / wealth, whatever you want to categorize it in. And it's freaking sick, man. It's unbelievable. So you seriously need to consider getting into the door-to-door game. I just wanted to share this video because I looked on YouTube and there really was no other video talking about this. But these are the 4 streams of income that you can build as a door-to-door salesman, as a freaking professional solicitor. It's unbelievable. If I had known about this, holy smokes, I may have never joined the military or gone to college. Glad I did both because awesome experiences that have made me into who I am today. But this door-to-door stuff you guys need to look into. You need to check out Sam Taggart's YouTube channel. You need to watch some of his videos. You need to check out who is a guest on his podcast and go look at their Instagrams. Go look at how they're living. Because these door-to-door legends, they've got net worths well over $10 million, which I think that should be everybody's mindset, everybody's goal, especially with hyperinflation just around the corner. So super exciting stuff. Hopefully this video turned out all right. Hope you guys like the background. This is sweet, right? This is straight from Washington, D.C. right here. And this was printed, I think, I don't know if the year is on it. It was printed the year I was born, 1993. So freaking beautiful. What an awesome thing to have in the background on one of my YouTube videos. If you watch to the end and have questions, comment them below. If you haven't subscribed already, please take a second to do that. It helps me out tremendously. We're sitting at 4.25 thousand subscribers, and we're growing each and every day, and I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video.